Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I am joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hello.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
I'm curious as to whether or not those turbo duelists showed up.
We'll find out.
Yeah, look, we can just dub him over with the previous one. He says it the same every week.
Exactly.
True. Definitely say it exactly
Nice
the same
and
way.
consistent.
Definitely
Stunning.
don't get abused for changing things around.
Yeah,
Anyway.
makes my life difficult.
Has been a hot minute since we've been here, but yeah, glad to be back. How has our time been in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with Bragg.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that.
I also wasn't prepared, so...
Coming out on the shelf. There's no one-card combos. I was hoping for a bit of love from the ban list. As such, there was none. We'll get to that in a little bit. Voiceless Voice I'm looking at. A few lines. It's pretty simple, but it gets out some negates and stuff, so that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of leaning that way, but obviously, if there's going to be 5 secret rares in that set, maybe not.
Doubt that it allocated that many.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but...
I would be shocked if you got one.
Oh,
5 ultra rares or 5 secret rares? Is it that? Which set's it in?
The next one.
Main set or side
yeah,
set?
main
Main.
set.
Okay. Yeah, you won.
Nah.
They'll
That's all the Ubel stuff. Hopefully, will be all that, like...
They'll give goblins so many secrets, even though apparently the deck sucks ass.
So you've got goblins, it'll get at least one. You've got the new Snake Eye stuff, which will pretty much all get it.
Yep. The princess, yeah.
Yep, Princess is definitely getting one. But then we also have the TCG archetype, which will get 1 or 2 as well.
Yes.
So potentially, you might not end up getting any, which is great.
And that
Please.
deck's
Oh,
busted.
the new... I reckon the boss monster, the boss ritual monster, might not... That might be a secret. Everything else, hopefully, is common. Hopefully, all of it's common.
That's the thing, though. You've got QCRs as well, so you can get rarity upgrades of them. So just fingers crossed they're all ultra and that you can get maybe a nice QCR of one of them.
We covered the set after Phantom Nightmare previous. Did they advertise QCRs for that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was the financial year of fire.
Yes.
Plus the 25th financial year.
Yes.
That's all. It all overlaps. So yeah, we're running out of QCRs as well. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hopefully we are.
Haven't touched Master Jewel. It's been a bit more Pokemon oriented as usual. Thanks, Logan. It's an audio podcast. Man puts his thumb off camera.
Hey, yours
He's mumbling.
They all seem to be implying that I'm going to take the time to edit in his audio.
No.
Oh,
I mean, I do the audio version, so...
yeah. Audio only podcast gets
Yeah.
secret dulcet tones of Logan stumbling over his sentences.
Yeah, then it probably won't. Well, that's a nice one. How was your week, then? Well, you can
My
go
week.
next. Yeah, you can...
I've been caught off guard. Go on. No, I'll go last.
Okay, so in the time between when we last spoke and now, so I played Unchained for the last time at its most consistent. Did well. I think I won that last locals with Unchained, so that was good. And I pulled Brand of Fusion from that one, which was the last I needed to fix my playset. So that's all done. I should really give that another go.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I've got all the pieces, and like I've spent quite a bit of money on getting like starlights of the good stuff.
It's not going too well playing August.
I mean,
It's going fine.
Brandon's probably better than August.
Yeah.
It's going fine. Don't besmirch my fucking stuff. Anyway, we also had the Ultimate Ban List tournaments, I think just before we broke as well.
We've done one, right?
Yes, we've done one. We'll play
We
one
hadn't done
second.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So the Orcus one that I did, I think I won that one too. And then on the second version, I decided to switch it up. And I played my Kashi Bone Tower FTK.
I tried to get it on camera.
You did. Yeah. That was fun. Because either I got the Bone Tower to do the milling, or people would drop Maxi not knowing what the deck does, and I'm like, ha, you fool.
You're gonna add cards in your deck.
It's so good.
So that, I mean, that counts as an FTK, right?
Oh yeah, well they didn't get to play, so yeah. I think the only time it didn't 100% work is I think my opponent got down to like maybe 3 cards left in deck, but then off turn, one of them mills cards from the opponent's deck if it's someone from graveyard. So I was like, cool. The Link 3 in that deck is insane. It's so good.
It's just the rest of the deck is shit.
Yeah. Well, actually, the Link 4 is actually really good too. Because, like, that's not a once per turn. Any time that, like, something comes back from the grave, she negates it and drops it to 0.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. You still have to get there with Mayakashis, and that's the problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Mayakashis are, in fact, the problem with Mayakashis.
Yes. The boss monster's not that bad. Getting there is that bad.
Yeah.
They look cool, though.
They do. The art style is actually really cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that it was in the sets, like the side sets when they did secrets for like heaps of shit.
Yeah.
So like it looks like a nice deck because everything pretty much is in secret.
I miss those 20 secret sets. Those were the days.
They were the days.
Secret forces miss you every day.
You do?
No.
Yeah, exactly. The
Mean
one
you
that
mean-
we really miss is Hidden Summoners. I think that's the one with prank kids in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you not miss the one that had Dragon Maids in it?
Maybe that was that one. Maybe that was Mystic Fighters. That was alright. But
Anyway.
Six Samurai was also in.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have forgotten about those. You killed me with them a few times.
And the Valhalla set.
And now it's dead.
Now it's Toon Chaos and every other shit one after.
Oh well. But then, in the new year, with my boy Harp coming off the list, I am dabbling in Orcust and Hawkust and things like that. Still haven't 100% settled on a list that I'm happy with, but it is getting better. My first iteration was awful. Like, it could set up the board, but then if someone comprehensively broke the board, the deck did nothing.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to manage the resources when the game's a lot faster than it was 4 years ago.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But that's okay. I brought in some new stuff today. I added some Bestials in as well, because the addition of Regained means you get to put some stuff back, draw some stuff. You got some dragons floating, and yeah.
Just great.
Okay. Okay.
And then, yeah, Master Duel. I'm back on branded in Master Duel. Deck's funny. Although I'm not doing the, like, puppet lock or anything like that, because that just seems cruel and unkind.
It's Master Duel. That's what you do. It's best of one. What are they going to do? Stop you?
Is Puppet Lock that good in ladder?
Yeah.
It is?
Any,
So just do it then.
any deck that has an auto win button in Master Duel is really good because they can't side hand traps for it. Games 2 and 3.
Yeah, but it bores me.
And
It's meant to be boring.
Is it?
Yeah, it's meant to be. You're meant to be having success while not having a good time.
What a statement.
yes,
That's Master Duel. You
Anyway.
ever had fun playing Master Duel at home? Let us know in the comments. Doubt it. You didn't even play.
Yeah, you don't play Master Duel. I don't know why you wouldn't. All the decks you like are there. Snow is in fact legal there. And Kid Carlos is still legal too.
Yeah, you gotta fuck that 3 element, that's you can die.
But it puts stuff in the bin.
Man, it's
It
10.
ain't pure Lightsworn, it ain't me.
Oh, Lightsworn, he says.
We'll get into that. Ben.
how was my time in Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually didn't attend a whole lot of locals
Nah, man's
that
was busy.
we were away for. So we had the one on Boxing Day that I walked in and then immediately walked out of.
Yep, because they did a really great job of telling everyone that there was a box on offer.
Yeah, they didn't advertise what time the tournament started, so everyone either thought it started at late or they showed up at the right time. And then there was also a Magic event that made the store smell really bad. So the moment I had a chance to be like, "Oh, there's not enough players to run the full tournament," I was out that door. And
And
then
we ran 2017 locals here.
yeah, I played Rescue Ace for the last proper time at its most consistent. Bricked horrendously all day and was like, I'm not gonna miss this.
It's most consistent. It
Not,
just fails.
not gonna miss this. It was like, oh yeah, finally, time to play it the most consistent way. Here's 2 traps in every hand. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. Don't want to play this no more. So now we're on Fire Kings. The start to the year has been very good. I'm undefeated so far. So, won locals on Tuesday. Drew locals today. Fuck, I hate draws.
Annoying.
But yeah. Okay, drew locals today, which is fun. But yeah, that deck's been going really good. We, of course, had the charity tournament while we were away. In total, we ended up raising just a bit over $1,000. So, pretty happy with that. Want to thank everyone who donated while we were doing the event. The last of the videos goes live tomorrow for that, before we jump into new content with the new ban list and everything like that. But yeah, do just want to thank everyone who donated along the way. Thank you.
Lovely. So, because we mentioned it a couple of times, we'll start with the ban lists because we had 3 over the break. So we'll start with our TCG one.
I thought you were going to start with Master one. I was like, what are you doing?
No, don't be silly. That one's next. So, for the TCG, obviously, Forbiddens, we had Agido and Kelbeck both going away. Isolde going away, which has needed to go away for a long time.
Yep.
And Mathmax Circular, which didn't need to go, but I'm glad that it did.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, no, you probably could have just hit the Isolde and then the Mathmech stuff wouldn't have been as bad. Because Mathmechs by themselves weren't the problem. It was the combos that it could degenerate as a one-card starter.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hit both.
Yeah, give it a both.
I don't want them getting that.
Oh, no, yeah,
for
that's it. You
negates
could have
shit.
gotten away with it, but may as well comprehensively and kick Cyburst in the nuts. Also, they got salad stuff to sell, so get back to that.
Yes. And you don't want them mixing both.
Well, with the new salad stuff, you couldn't mix both. So I feel like there was this meme ages ago, and I feel like it was in relation to that, where it's like, hey guys, we have all this new salad stuff. You can only do fires, but you can do it. And people still wanted to do Mathematic Circular bullshit. And then they just fucking slap Circular down. They're like, play with our new things!
It's like, if they didn't make it explicit enough, here it is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
In retrospect, the further we've gotten away from the ban list, probably the biggest ban was Isolde. And like the amount of things that just that being banned impacts both now and in the future is actually pretty big. So,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, that card should have been banned years ago. It's an approximation to Hulk and the like, but it just got to stay around a lot longer just because Warriors.
Yes.
So
It should have been banned in 2018.
Yes.
But here we are. Banned
Here
today.
we are, indeed. Then we move on to limits. Redox coming back, Airlifter going to 1, Shavara going to 1, and my boy Harp back to us at 1. Let's go.
All consistency hits the decks. Harp
Yes.
going to 1 has meant people get to brick playing Orcust again.
I'd love to refute that, but the amount of times that, like, with the Regain today, I put back Nightmare and drew another copy of Nightmare. I'm like, can you get the fuck out of my hand? Anyway, yeah, so Redox, I mean, yeah, they're slowly bringing them back.
Which, I mean, I've seen one NolanTCG list that I think won like an 8-man locals, and it has all the Dragon Rulers and then the Black Rose stuff, like the Black Rose tuners, and they just pump out fucking
Rank
Baron.
10s.
Yeah, rank 10s.
Oh, Synchro 10s.
Whatever else you need. And yeah, look, that's one way to do it. And
Yeah.
they also have skill drain. So I think that might be a factor.
Summon a bunch of big dragons. Attack.
I see what the point is here, but there's no way that goes fast enough compared to the rest of the format. And you've got some skill drains there.
Yes.
I wonder how you won.
And then, yeah, Shavara, like, the deck is still very playable. It's just not searching traps, like, all the time. Like, if it weren't for Harp coming back, I probably would be investing more time into working out if that deck can still compete. But
There's no need. No need. Don't worry about that.
No.
Don't worry about that.
then we also have, because for whatever reason they've separated these, there are a lot of limits. Sun, Avalon, Dryas, and Healer going to 1.
Good hits.
Yeah, very good hits. Sucks to be European.
Yes, why do you hate England?
Yes.
The deck's still playable from replays and stuff I've seen. It's still fine. It's just not completely bonkers. Ib, Chalice, Justiciar,
Another
back to one.
consistency hit to decks. Now they have to play him and have all those inconsistent cards pop up.
Yeah.
Anyone playing at locals?
No,
Logan did. He hard drew both vanillas.
it happens.
And then he didn't play again?
What?
Then he didn't play again?
No.
That's fair.
Then we also have Snatch Steel coming back to us.
Well, I mean, yeah, go around with Zoldo.
Yeah, I suppose with less searchable things. If not that I would like to think about it, but if you were running that in Makunko and you use the ritual to equip it,
Mm-hmm.
it just
Yeah,
goes,
but they already do that. And negates the effect. They already had.
yeah, they already have their
Yeah.
own in archetype Snatch Steel.
So, I don't know. Also, Makunko sucks without a Zoldo.
Yeah.
Just giving them something.
Yeah.
You take something away, you give them something. It's fine. Gozen, Rivalry, and Tikaboo all also going to 1.
Nice hits. Nice hits.
I felt bad trying to pick between them in the extra deck and the side deck, so
No, you don't have to.
yeah. Juggle them all in. Hopefully I draw one. My 101.
I should be playing 1 for 1. Just for the lols.
I mean, I'm tempted for and voiceless, but
I mean, could come back before then, and they just kill all of Vanquish Soul, and
Yeah.
then they lose all their other cards, and they can have their best card back.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Semi-limited, we have Speedroid Terratop, Pearly Sleepy Memory, and Dino Wrestler Pancratops.
So I've been playing Pancratops at 2.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
you don't like it?
Yeah. I just have never been like, man, I got to side in these 2 Pancratops. I need to find some other cards to side in instead.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
I'll
probably
go-
really good into like SP boards. So like I could probably keep it for that. Just to be able to like special, battle phase, attack in battle phase, pop something else. Yeah. I can see how that
Fenris,
works.
maybe? Are you maining Fenris?
Nah, I'm not playing Fenris. I don't own Fenris anymore, I sold them.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
Fenris do be good.
I just never wanted to buy them back because I was like, oh, surely they'll get hit in the next ban list. But here we are.
No. In fact...
Surely they'll get hit on the next ban list. I'm not buying them.
Terratop coming back to 2's fine. Like, Speedroids themselves aren't doing anything, and it's not like you've got a lot of other options.
It's
MX
Goblin support.
Didn't bring back Invoker, so fine, it can come back.
It could be Goblin support.
It is Goblin support.
I mean,
I didn't say good be.
from the sounds of things, they need support.
They do.
They need help.
Desperate. And here we are. They can hard make Beatrice.
Wow.
They send
Send what, though?
a tier card.
Goblin tier.
Goblin tier. Are they all darks? God knows. I'll figure it out later when I'm messing around with the deck when it sucks. Keep me, guys. Remind me. I can't buy that deck on pre-order.
You can't?
No, because it'll go down in price.
True. Very true. No longer on the list, though, we have Infernity Archfiend, Kashtira Unicorn, Mind Control, Desires, Spellbook of Judgment, Sprite Starter, and Upstart Goblin. Back to 3 with
I mean-
Upstart.
Well, Upstart, like I think I've said it on the other pod, where it's like, well, I've got Prosp. Like,
Yeah.
I can't play this. I want to.
But that's
can't.
but this is the thing, right? We were talking about this before the ban list came in, that Prost was possibly going to 1, and here they are like, nope, have
more
all the draw cards
consistency.
you want except for Graceful Charity. You can, and Pot of Greed. You can have all of those.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like the idea of it. Yeah, I'm about it.
37 cards. 37 cards. But,
There'll be some decks that can make it, like Sky Striker, but they're not doing much.
oh, yeah.
I tried mixing that with spellbooks. Looked at the deck and was like, nah.
No.
Nah. It's cool to be like, yeah, I'm getting to use spellbook cards, but nah.
Unicorn.
Yeah, Unicorn, give Cash some stuff back, just don't give him everything back.
Helps Dragon Rules.
Yeah?
More 7s in it.
All the 7s.
It's also a wind.
And then give Sprite something back as well, because it's just doing its thing somewhere.
Sorry, my brain was like, do they have a big fire Kashtira? But they don't have a little fire.
Yeah, little fire and then the Xyz.
Yeah.
That's what that was, wasn't he? Isn't he 28?
What?
Isn't the big one, isn't he fire? Ogre?
No, he's water.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have the water dragon ruler back yet.
No, God no.
You have the earth, so you can redox with Fenrir, and you can Tempest with...
Yeah,
That's
why
it.
don't they have a big fire then?
They got the little fire.
Yeah, they got Rise Heart
There's- there's-
and they
there's
got
two waters.
Shangri-Ira.
Got two
Yeah.
earths.
There's two more.
And
This
two
is
Earths.
bullshit. I demand more Kashtira support.
You get the
They
fuck
need a
out.
big fire. It can be garbage. We just want to
in the
discard
year of
it.
fire.
Just make it vanilla.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is the TCG list covered. Moving on to the OCG list. Some differences. They only have one card being forbidden, which is
The card that should have
King-
been forbidden for us.
King Calamity. Yeah, get rid of turn skips. Who would have thought that'd be a good idea? But they also have, coming back to one, Redox and Ib. But going to one, they have Heavy Storm, Emergency, and Rivalry.
This makes sense. This makes sense.
Heavy Storm's crazy.
Yeah, they've had that for years as well, right?
Yeah.
So weird. Semi-limited, they have Change of Heart. It's coming back to 2. My Friend Pearly, it's going down to 2. Tikaboo to 2. And Big Welcome to 2.
All logical hits.
Yeah. And then unlimited, they have Gandora X going to 3, but
They
it is
errated it to be
with the
our-
TCG errata,
Yep.
so it's now bad. Fractal, that was semi-limited prior. Same with Mobilizing Gauge, that was now to 3 when it was at 2. Dragonic Diagram, that's now unlimited as well. And Flunderies and the Magnificent Map.
Yes, because they nuked the rest of their deck, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, I feel like they've got some of the little birds at 1, right?
I think maybe Robin or Eglin, yeah. And then,
And then Barrier Statue's not there anymore.
yeah, which means it's fine.
It's fine.
You don't have to worry about it.
For now. And then, in an area that I don't particularly care about, Rush Duels also had a ban list.
Ban list is huge.
Yeah, it was.
Fire Barrier
Wow.
statue getting banned?
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah, I don't. It was a problem, but
Oh, it definitely was a problem cut. But, oh, by the way, there's there's like a bunch of no changes there. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And
they did not
I
bring
can't
some of my
really
cards back
explain-
in the ban list.
I can't explain a lot of the rest of them because I don't.
They banned Fire Barrier statue, so I need 40th card in my deck. Anyone have any recommendations? Please comment it down below. I should probably just put Gizno in my deck.
Excuse me?
I should probably just put Gizno in my deck.
If you say so.
sure.
And then finally, the Master Duel ban list. So that one's coming into effect on Wednesday, the 10th.
I just want to point out, when Jake read this ban list to me, he was like, oh, they hit all these cards that I like. And I was like, do you play them? And he was like, no.
I mean, I was playing them until not long ago, some of them. But we start with Forbidden. Super Heavy Samurai Soulbreaker Armor getting preemptively hit, which is funny as fuck.
It's fine, it's an FTK card.
White Dragon Wyverbuster. And Chaos Dragon Ruler of Magical Dragons.
Card should probably be banned everywhere, which it now is.
And Card of Demise, which I didn't realise the first time I'd read this list.
Yeah, that's
is
why I
good.
said it hit a Chainburn. It's because I started playing Chainburn, so Card of Demise be hit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Limited, they have Inspector Border and Kashtira Fenrir. The Fenrir hit's annoying.
No, it's not.
It's annoying to me.
Why, because you're playing Kashtira?
No, because I was just playing Fenrir. That's why I wanted them to limit Unicorn instead of Fenrir.
No.
As well as that, Kaiser Colosseum, Kashtira Birth, Pod Desires and Duality, Delicious Memory, and Runic Destruction, all going to 1.
I've been informed that Kaiser Colosseum was going down to 1.
Yes.
I was like, why'd they bring this back? But no, it's going the other way.
Yeah. A lot of the bans on this list are aimed at hitting Runic Stun specifically, because it was a very annoying deck to verse. It would just sit there on one of the fusion monsters, play a bunch of floodgates, and have Kaiser, so you couldn't effectively out it.
How does that deck run Card of Demise, though? Surely it doesn't.
It does. You set Fountain, set 5 pass.
Oh, so you just set your quick play spells.
Yeah.
Oh, that's logical. Makes sense.
As well as that, though, Synchro Zone and Tikaboo also going to 1.
Yep. No more extras.
Semi-limited, Pretty Memory, sorry, is the only semi-limit on this list.
Yep.
And no longer on the list, Orpha Scorpio, Redox, Terratop, Soul, Long One, Tempest, and Tidal.
They just gave us all the dragon rules just
All
to
of them.
experiment with.
I was looking at them, but they're all, look, I need way more dust.
Are they all URs or SRs?
URs.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Not even going to try messing
They
around
do
with
this almost every time a banned card was banned prior to them starting Master
always
Duel.
a
They
UR.
always bring them in as a UR.
it. Yeah. Well, they're probably just in the game as URs because they're like, this is the ban list. They're all URs. If we ever bring them back, we're going to stand and make a bit of money on people that'll be like, I've got no money.
And that's the thing,
Why?
like, people that were playing with the banned cards in the thing when they let them
Yeah.
would have had to spend a lot of points in order to craft a lot of it because a lot of them were URs.
Yeah. Got to push your 20s.
Cards of Colosseum. So it being limited on Master Duel now
Yes.
implies that it isn't so complicated. It is actually a good card and it's not banned because it is complicated.
Yes.
Good.
I should play it on Master Duel just so I can figure out how it actually works.
Yeah, that's now I'm seeing it at one. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I forgot we went to check some certain rulings. Ah well, what do you do?
It is what it is.
As well as that, in Master Duel, we have some of the rental competitions and extreme duels and stuff like that. So a couple of weeks ago, we had the first one for this sort of period, which was the 30-second duels.
It was very easy.
How was it for you, Brack?
Not even try.
Set 5 chain burn cards, pass.
Oh, God, you're really on this, aren't you?
My opponents just panic and start playing everything, and I'm just like, boom, 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 boom.
In the brief thing that I played it for, I found it odd, some of people's deck choices, like going in for big combo decks. I'm like,
Yep.
bro, do you realize how little time you have?
Yes.
Like, it achieves nothing. I think for mine, I played Metaphys, because I'm like, I just want to banish some cards and then I'll do some shit off turn. That's as far as I need to go. And then I'll just disrupt here and there. It's fine. The second one, which finished not too long ago, was the 2024 Life Point version.
That was also very easy.
Yeah. The only thing is, a lot of people would have went in with the same strategy as you, was just take life points off.
Yeah. I came up against a lot of people playing like the spell version. Where they're just like, blah, blah, blah. I was, a lot of times like, oh, you didn't quite kill me? Set 5, pass. Activate a geometry or someone. Start burning you. Good work.
Oh, God. I can't remember what I played for that. It definitely wasn't a burn deck. But I think I did play some, like, counter burn cards. But I think I happened to be, like, sitting at my computer as the event opened. So I got in super early. And I didn't have to verse all of the burn players because they hadn't built their decks yet. I versed one burn player.
I had the realization that I can, like, despite the fact that Ring of Destruction is not big enough to get rid of my opponent's big shit, I can give them Ojama Trio, burn them a bit, and then Ring of Destruction, the Ojama Trio,
And burn them for the
Ojama
last bit.
It does no damage, but then I burn them for the remainder. It's like, yeah, cool. Good work.
Sorry. And then the last one, or the last one in the current run, is the Dragons.
Not the
Yeah.
dragons.
Dragons. So 3 loner decks. I don't know if you can actually choose, like, build your own dragon-only deck. I think you have to choose between the
Please
3.
tell me one of them's all dragon rulers. If
Uh,
it's not, you have to immediately stop talking about this event.
I won't. So, the first one is Dragon Mates,
It's not dragon rulers.
correct, but it does have 3 tidying, so that's a good start.
It's not dragon rulers.
Please shut up. We also have Sacred Seal of Dragons, which is Hyratic.
Not even dragons. Wait, is Heretic Seal just not dragon mates then?
It could be, but it's not.
How many nurses are playing? Oh no, how many laundries are playing?
1.
At least they did that.
Yeah, they got that right at least. So
Full
yeah,
well expected it to be a 3-3-3-3 ratio.
honestly, wouldn't blame you. And then the third one is Rockets.
Okay. None of them are dragon rulers. You were supposed to stop talking about this event.
Yeah, all those meta dragon picks, and I didn't pick the best one.
Yeah. We're getting a dragon ruler structure deck? Imagine.
God, please.
A structure deck of 10 cards.
No, then they'll include more.
When they do the next creator card poll, we need to all vote for Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, because then they'll... Cause like,
It's been a while.
Because they've got the XE, those.
They probably just aren't doing
They
it
haven't
again.
released the Xyz yet.
They will, in the structure deck.
Yes.
But they're not. They only did the early shit for Promethean Princess. They're not going to do it for the Dragon Ruler Xyz.
That's what you say.
Yes.
Where the Dragon Ruler Synchro at?
Oh, God.
Oh, please. That isn't
It's still a 7 though.
cosmic.
It's still a 7, so you have to work out.
You gotta use a baby ruler and something else.
I've forgotten the 11-star sync. You get attacked. They can't chain in battle phase. It was amazing.
I don't remember.
Oh,
That's-
Star Eater.
Good looking card. Retrain, please.
As well as that, we do have some new packs haven't been announced. So the newest secret pack that's coming out on Jan 10th has the Transcendosaurus stuff, the new Dino stuff,
Yeah.
as well as the Dynamorphias, because apparently there's not enough.
So far behind.
I mean, we know this about Master Duel. We've known this about Master Duel for a long
feel
time.
like it's
and not
slower.
getting-
Getting,
feel like
it's
it's
getting
slower.
worse. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I still think it's fine. Because,
Nah.
like, when were the Super Heavy Samurais released?
May.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it's
Like, there was a point where we were like just about 6 months behind, and now we're out to like 9 months.
Because I looked at them going, shit, we're coming to Dune now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we haven't even got half of Cyberstorm Maxes yet.
Yep.
And the extra deck build pack. So,
We're starting to get the deck build pack at least.
yeah.
They do also have the next secret pack. Selection pack. That one will have the new Super Heavy Samurais, the next iteration of Visas Law, the Gold Prides, and the Nemrelias.
Gold probably.
And unsurprisingly, Prodigy Wakaushi.
Yep.
There we go. Is a UR.
Ah, I thought you were going to say limited. I was like,
No,
oh yeah.
I mean, there's still a couple days left. They could very well just go, oh, so this is at 1.
Sorry, emergency limit.
I mean, they already got rid of the loop card.
The FTK card.
Is that not the loop card?
Doesn't loop. The rest of the deck is what keeps going. The FTK piece is what they banned.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I thought it was the loop card, the one that just
No.
searches every time it goes to the bin.
That is not the one they banned. They banned the one that is the FTK piece.
Okay, cool. So Droll's going into the main deck. Cool.
Yes.
And then we have a bunch of product that's been announced. I'll try and find the more critical ones. So I guess the first one to go through is the Lightsworn support. As referred to in a thumbnail, it's very good. We're all big fans of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We're talking about Lightsworn spot. Yes.
Yeah, Lightsworn support.
Very good.
Yeah.
I feel like I've spoken about it so much, but I don't think I've spoken about it at all on the podcast.
Literally, no.
Yeah,
It
quite
came
good.
out like literally minutes after we finished our last
Yeah,
pod.
We wandered over to the television and gone, oh, OCG has a stream on. What's this about? And we're like,
Oh, they're talking about the Lightsworn Law solo mode? That's weird. New support!
Announces cards that are just absurd for that deck.
They're actually really good. So you've got
Can't
you've got Weiss, which gets the wolf out of your hand, puts it back on top of the deck, and then you mill it, and then you get to summon the wolf.
Yes.
Very good.
yeah.
You've got the baby Judgment Dragon.
You little cutie.
It is
really
adorable.
good.
It is also really
The
good.
plush, Jerome.
Yeah, wear the plush, Jerome. And don't lock it behind
Oh
a
my-
thing.
Oh my god! Like, there's so many other plushes that they've needed to do for the last 24 years
At
of this
least give
game,
this.
other than scapegoats and Karibos. But my god, this is a plushie. It'd be so good. I also want to, even though it's a baby Judgment Dragon, because it's like baby in proportion to normal Judgment Dragon, I also want it to be enormous. I want it to
still
be
right.
like this tall.
This is 1/10 of Judgment Dragon. That's because Judgment Dragon is huge.
We also get the Enlightenment Dragon fusion. It's a contact fusion between
Great card.
the Judgment Dragon, which is really good, and the Punishment Dragon that used to be really bad, but now you get to search it with the Baby Dragon, so it's
also-
not as bad.
Pretty free.
Yeah, now it's just like, oh yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, and quick effect, pay 2,000 life points, banish all other cards on the field in the graveyard.
Yes. Do you set Lightsworns?
No, it's this that prevents the banishment of
Okay.
Lightsworns. So, the new Synchro Minerva. I didn't point it out before, but the new one that puts the wolf from your hand back on top and builds stuff is a tuner. So that allows you to more freely access Light Road, Athena, Minerva.
Also, Phyllis is a tuner.
Yeah, Phyllis
Also-
is a tuner.
Standard raid and normal summon is a tuner.
Yeah, I know. It's just nice to have more options.
But now we want to play Revolution Synchron.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jesse, for helping me get those, because now they're not only for fun decks, but for good decks. So yeah, while this is on the board...
Our locals is going to get so toxic when this stuff comes out.
Oh, it's
We're
gonna be
all just
so
going to be
hate.
playing Lightsworn. So this protects Lightsworn
So yeah,
cards from getting banished?
Lightsworn monsters you control cannot be banished by card effects. So the ones on your board stay,
Yep.
but everything else goes...
But you can summon that, and then your opponent can't banish your shit. But I'd assume they're going to do that before you get to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So when she's summoned, she sends Lightsworns from your deck up to the
Does
ones used as material.
Sorry, Michael also banishes, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So you literally need to open a way to get to Judgment Dragon and not have all your shit banished before it can hit the board.
Yeah.
To be able to out their board
Pancratops
in
in
the
it.
mirror. Yeah. I mean-
Unless we play Snatch Steal.
True.
Yeah.
Steely.
So yeah, she sends a bunch of Lightsworns up to the ones that used as material, so you get to Foolish 2 for free, and then banish 4 Lightsworns from your graveyard to send that many from the top of your deck to the graveyard. And then a new trap as well. So it sets itself when it's milled, and target face-up cards your opponent controls up to a number of Lightsworn monsters you control, negate their effects until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Very solid. Like, they realistically could have made a piece of support very much like this when they did Twilight Sworn. They just chose not to.
Yeah. Twilight Sworn.
They made that really bad one that's like, if it's milled, add Judgment Dragon, and as a trap you just activate it and it puts itself to the top of the deck. Phenomenally shit piece of support.
Who knows? Could be a one-off in the new stuff. Probably won't be. Could be.
Could be.
Probably won't be though.
No. It didn't get talked about nearly as much because it was announced like right after Lightsworn support, but we have the newest support for the... What's its name again?
Ancient Gears.
Skull Servant.
But they announced Ancient Gears, and it's
Ancient
hot shit.
Yeah, so Ancient Gears was on the same stream. Not as much love there.
No.
They even had the French Crowley actor on the stream. And
Yeah,
nothing
no
was
one
saving
cared.
that. Nothing was saving that.
No. But yeah, Skull Servant support. So again, calls itself Skull Servant. If you have a Skull Servant in your graveyard, send the card from the hand or field to the graveyard. Send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up to the number of Skull Servants and King of the Skull Servants in your grave. Banish this card from your grave. Target a Skull Servant or King of the Skull Servants in your graveyard and special summon it.
Tier Skull Servant?
Lightsworn Skull Servant?
That'll be what Andrew does. Or should we play into
I don't know if he has that deck still. I think I've mentioned to him many times, like, what you can
If
do
you've
with
been
Skull
a
Servant.
buyer for Skull Servant in the last 10 years,
I think he may have sold it when like the most recent hype for it came out.
Yes.
whatever.
We get a new quick play spell, Blink Out. Target a link monster on the field, return to the extra deck, then you can special summon one of the materials used for its link summon from your graveyard.
So
Yeah. This card's great.
you return SP, summon IP.
And then do it again.
Yes.
But you can respond to the other, because there's another control like anti-EXE card that you can't respond with. Anti-link, wasn't there another anti-link?
Yes.
Quick play?
This one here, Metaltronics. So this one, target a face-up non-token monster your opponent controls, special summon one monster that has 2 or more of the same type, attribute, and or attack from your deck, hand, deck, or extra deck,
Yep.
but its effects are negated. And if you do negate the targeted monster's effects, then if the 2 monsters have the same name, banish them both face down. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted monster's effects in response to this card's activation.
Yeah, but you can chain the other quick play spell. Tag it out, bring back... I mean, these are all just going to get milled to the bin anyway, so what do you do?
Yeah, they're all going to graveyard.
But
Along with our transaction
Two-
rollbacks.
2 good utility cards that remind me of old control cards, which I appreciate, but I don't think...
Hear me out, Jake.
Mm.
In the Lightsworn mirror, you
Yeah.
have transaction rollback and the Lightsworn trap that lets you add Judgment Dragon. And then you use transaction rollback effect to then reset the transaction rollback Because you can use the grave effect of the Lightsworn card. Well, is it the on-field effect of the Lightsworn card? I don't know. I'm making up pointless things.
The other one stops banishing face down, so the Lightsworn, so that card banishes it face down, so you can't use it against Lightsworns either. You can't use it evenly matched.
I mean, you can still use it because you can banish face down. Just you wouldn't get to do the banishment.
Yeah.
Well, oh, hang on.
They're getting banished face down, so they
No.
check.
No. So because you can banish face down, you can still resolve it because you target the Minerva. Target Minerva, summon your thing, and then you can banish them face down. And then Minerva's negated, so you can then banish stuff.
Yes. Well, maybe these cards are alright then.
Oh, no one was debating if it's alright. It's a great card.
I mean, I was.
Yeah, but...
I thought Lightsworn was immune to them.
Nah. I'm looking forward to the Lightsworn stuff. That's going to be fun. Also, a couple of weeks ago, they did a V-Chump sneak peek of a card that has a picture of Dark Magician and Monster Reborn on it. A lot of people were theorizing as to what this will be, but today we have the announcement of what that is. So it's called Spell Card Monster Reborn. Not a particularly well thought out name. They could have tried just a little harder.
Could have got a quick play spell with Monster Reborn.
So yeah, it is a quick play. Target one monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your field, but it cannot attack or activate its effects this turn.
So it's a worse Monster Reborn.
How's it worse?
Because it can't attack.
You
That's
can't
quick
change
play.
Monster Reborn to Cold Buy though. Not that Cold Buy is even a problem. Or is it?
And also, you just take their Ponix before it triggers and adds itself back to hand. And then you link it
Sure.
off for something else. It's fine.
Sure.
Into Anima?
Mayhaps. I think it's a fine card.
Yeah.
And it's a 3. Oh, when we get it.
It's at 3.
It will be.
Okay. We move.
We do. What we move on to, though, is another question.
Sure, we've got the Blue Eyes stuff too.
For some reason, I couldn't find the link for that.
It was on the same stream as the Lightsworn.
I know that, but it wasn't on the link. They don't care about blues.
The Lightsworn was better.
Anyway, we know what it does. It's a new fusion. It uses
He's using that brain.
Chaos monster and the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to make itself.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's got Democ on the top of it this time, yeah?
Yeah. And then, while it's on the board, it can negate a spell, a trap, and a monster effect each in the turn. And then it does something when it leaves the board, but I can't remember what that is.
Summons Chaos
It's also got a... Yes, that's true. Yes. And also has like a ridiculous amount of attack. I can't remember if it's 4,500 or 5,000.
No, I mean,
I think
Surely
it might
it's
be...
better hope
Surely
it's fucking 5k.
I think it's 5k.
Surely it's
I think it's 5k.
63.
It's not that.
Why not? I didn't even know 63 was the number I was going for.
6,300. We should get that attack.
7,300, sorry.
Why 73?
28 plus 45.
Yeah, no, they typically don't do that with fusions.
They should. Especially for these kinds of fusions. It's literally one on top of the other.
It never made sense in the old days to fuse stuff, because if you got 3 Blue Eyes on the board, you're not getting rid of them.
Yeah,
No,
but if
because
you
you don't
fused
plan.
Sangren and Witch of the Black Forest, you could resolve both effects.
And then
you
you'd
had
have infinite
Sandwich.
loop for Cannon Soldier, as per the book that you...
You get a little bit of loop for Cannon Soldier.
No, the book said you'd never run out of monsters.
You do never run out of monsters. 'Cause you get the recruiters.
It was probably playing by the rules that, like, if you ran out of cards in deck, you got to reshuffle your graveyard to play again.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Did you find it?
Look.
I feel
No.
like I've given a decent synopsis of what it was.
Yeah, sure.
It's all it deserves.
And then in the Maze of Millennia set coming out, we get the first look at the Flame Swordsman support.
No.
In summary, it's not good.
Didn't suck, though.
Did we get a retrain of Flamesword Salamandra?
Not
Don't
yet.
care, then we move.
If
It's the only good card in the Flame Swordsman archetype. It's Flame
Does
Sword
Salamandra, would
Salamandra.
Salamandra mention Flame Swordsman on it?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's literally
So-
just
so
a
bad.
picture of his sword
I
with
think it
like
equips
fire
to a
coming
fire,
around.
Yeah, because it's got a lot of text.
Doesn't it equip to a warrior?
and it makes it a fire? Are we making this card better than what it is?
Yeah,
No,
probably.
yeah, it sucks.
This offers a 700 buff.
Salamandra.
Can I equip it to my Salamangreat monsters?
Oh my god, it only has one line of text.
Equip
You know-
only to a fire monster. Again, 700 attack.
Ah, it was a fire monster. So you can equip it to Gazelle.
Woo!
Attack over Inspector Border.
I swear this had a bunch of like superfluous text on it, but it doesn't.
No.
Not in the original.
I was just telling the people at home fun facts.
How
Next,
very fun.
next news, Jake.
Well, that's it for news because the rest of it's garbage and I don't want to talk about. We move on to questions. So we've had quite a lot of questions. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first one this week comes to us from Rye Guy.
I would have guessed Rygar.
I was thinking right,
It's
guy.
gonna be my guess.
So his question is: you are now Mr. Jerome Konami,
Oh no.
head of all things Yu-Gi-Oh and Konami. What is the first thing you'd change?
I would make that mandatory on all tables, so when you have a response, you have to hit it.
Genius.
Yeah. Therefore, there's no longer confusion as to whether or not you have a response. You have a big red button.
And then there's like a little 10-second timer every time you hit it, so that's how long you have to indicate your
Can
change.
you imagine it's
Yeah.
getting up to like 20 seconds in time? Your opponent's like, special summon this.
If it doesn't go off, you don't get to respond.
Judge, button not working.
Summon's fine. Activate effect to special from deck.
Special summon.
Special's fine.
Exit the main phase.
Surely they could do this on the Neuron app.
You're not allowed to play sounds on the Neuron app.
Yes.
But there's a soundboard.
You're not allowed to play them in the events.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I actually don't know what it sounds like. From the minute I've had that app, the sound has been off.
That's fine.
I thought it was the same soundtrack as Master Duel.
No.
Well, how do you know? You haven't listened to it.
It has the
Because I know that it's
soundtrack?
not.
I think it just has the audio of the.
No. I could swear there's a music button. Yeah.
We're getting copyright striked.
What do you mean? I'm going to download the rest.
Oh, okay.
DLC pack for Neuron.
First thing I'd change if I was in Jerome, my balding head.
You heard how I heard that, yeah? Is Jerome a spring roll?
Response.
What?
Is Jerome a spring roll? now?
What's your response?
I said change. What?
Yeah, what's your response?
It's okay,
Keep
it's
going.
okay,
Keep going.
it's okay.
I'm gonna have to listen to this back. I did have an answer for this now, but you've completely thrown me.
Did you? Maybe it's because you're in Jerome.
Children. I'm working with absolute children.
Brad, what would you change if you were in Jerome?
I just couldn't be trusted in Jerome. Like,
I'm so glad I hadn't taken my drink yet because it would have been spat.
I really like that button idea. It's so good. I don't know. Get proper products rolled out. Premium structure decks where you can get 3 and cool playmat for a little bit extra. Like good products.
Actually, I realise it's not the thing that I said originally, but it's the thing that I'm saying now. I would bring back mats for every YCS.
Bring back the Noble Knight structure deck.
That's not a...
Has a
What?
playmat in there.
The
That was
box.
also never a thing for
Like
everyone else.
that
That was just a thing for us.
Yeah, but now it's a thing for everyone.
Good.
Every YCS has a mat.
Good work, Jerome.
It costs more, but that filters out the shit people.
I liked when it used to not cost more and we'd get it anyway.
Yeah, no, but now we pay the same amount and we don't get it. I'd prefer to pay more and get a mat.
Back in the day, paying $20, you get your playmat, you still get the 5 packs.
Yeah, it was.
The
Like,
value.
I've definitely said the pod before where I was just like calling on family members and
Yeah.
all players just going, hey, if you're not doing anything on the Saturday morning, it's a free play mat. You can flip this for it for $50 on the day and get yelled at by me where I'm like, this is worth more.
Except for the Red Eyes one.
I could swear you were in that gang that flipped the 2014 one. Where'd your DM Matt go then, huh?
I sold it for 150.
Likely story.
I still have one of those mats, and I cannot sell it for anywhere near that kind of money.
Yeah. We have
Oh,
one
well.
spare. I should take it to Japan. Like, how much you buy this for? So I'm fairly sure you need to live in Japan for that to be a thing you can do.
Yeah, I remember, like, I took a DMG mat over and they were all just like, no, won't bother. I'm like, huh?
Okay.
Next question comes to us from Jesse. With the Rise gone, will we ever get Mind Hacker back? Was Shangri the problem card all along?
Nah, leave Mind Hacker banned.
Yeah.
You don't need it back. Any card that lets you go on your opponent's extra deck and rip a card is never going to be great. It would definitely stunt the growth of rank 7 decks. They could never give us another good one because they could be like, shit, I mean, opponents can Mind Hack of them.
I don't know, it belongs in the Hall of Fame, right? Of this card was crazy, it's banned forever.
Yeah.
It was a prize card. It did nothing for a very long time. They released a deck that gave it some leeway. It became a big
Literally
problem,
a
and
deck
then they
that was a
fucked it
rank
off.
7 that needed banished face down cards. All of a sudden, your opponent has 5 zones locked.
Like, actually, no, I was going to say like Shockmaster, but you know how that goes. Yeah, leave it.
Yep, don't need it back. It's fine. Next question, 6i6. What cards do you see/play and say it in your head or out loud differently? I.e., saying Red Eyes Black Dragon like Joey Wheeler.
Soul Taker.
It's been a while that Prankids. I like saying Prankids like Dinkabui.
What, buckets?
The Prankid?
Bucket?
The Prunket. Towards the end of Unchained pre-banned list, I kept saying Rage's Rage. No idea why.
Alright. I like that.
Maybe you just wanted some Karage.
I do like Rage. I also tend to like really emphasize the gear in Dingirsu.
At least you don't say Dingaisu.
Well, that would be incorrect.
Yeah, exactly. We're all on the same page here.
What else? Is there anything else?
Soul Taker. Let me saying that. Oh, what was the... I would sing Curry Bandit all the time. Curry Bandit.
For some reason that sounds like Anchorman. I don't know why.
Is that the second Smokey and the Bandit movie that song was in? Or the third?
No idea.
Yeah, you're on your own on that
We
one.
old, but we ain't watched that.
You never seen the first one?
Nope.
Oh. Probably not worth watching.
Nope.
It was worth watching 30 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Not now. Boobies, though.
Boobies, you say?
Next question is
Yu-Gi-Oh
again.
players. Investigate.
Next question again is from 6i6. Given the minimal second unlimited printing sets in the last few years, does a card being first ed even matter anymore?
Yes.
Oh, if I notice it's unlimited, it's like a right away lock in and go.
It's gotten worse now. Now if I'm going back into old cards, the moment I see the unlim, I'm like, this card is worthless.
Not always true though.
Mm.
Some of them, like the first printing, might be super obscure, so you might not actually get like.
Still.
Jules Genesis. We should probably buy the rest of Jules Genesis first eds before, like even just the Vegas cards where it could become something eventually. Yeah, right, that's a plan. When does this go up? 6 hours.
You buy all those Tiggs first heads.
The next question is from Rye Guy. What are your go-to card games with a standard deck of playing cards?
What would we play on New Year's?
I don't know. Because we're doing
Kings.
some horsey race.
Yeah. So those were drinking games. So we played King's Cup. We played this card game that Luke plays. I don't actually know what it's called, but it's like you first guess if it's going to be like a certain suit, and then you guess if it's going to be higher or lower than the first card you got, and that's the whole thing. And then we did the horse races where like you flip cards as you go through, and you bet how many drinks you want to do. But those are all drinking games. Like
Blackjack and poker work fine because I can count cards.
Jesus Christ.
Before my Yu-Gi-Oh time, well, in concurrent to Yu-Gi-Oh time of not everyone has Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like we called it bastard. I don't know what the actual name is. Where it's 3 face downs, 3 face ups, 3 in hand, and you've got to count up, count down, and individual cards have certain effects. It's definitely a card game. It's played a bunch.
I remember having played it. I just cannot remember the rules.
Yeah, so that was.
I'd like to point out on New Year's, I was chilling in the hammock, and
Yeah,
everyone
you
was
were.
like, "Come over and play these card games. It'll be fun. You can count cards. It'll be easy." And I was like, "That's not fun. I'm staying in my hammock."
The knowledge, it hurts me.
Yeah, I don't want to have to use my brain.
Yeah, you're a bit of a bummer on New Year's. I'm not gonna lie.
I was sleepy.
I was chilling.
Yeah,
I didn't say you.
No, with him.
we were all just hanging out on the balcony.
Maybe you were the bummer.
Yeah, Jake was inside. Like, we gotta play games, guys. It's like, don't need to play games. Relax.
There were more people in here than there were out there.
I was
That's
like,
popular.
I was in the life of the party.
okay.
Yeah.
I think this is a conversation you really need to have on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, and definitely with someone who's not in view and really shouldn't have an opinion shared.
I was quite relaxed. Also, he says I was a bit of a bummer because I told him not to air fry a banana in my air fryer and throw things off the
I
balcony.
had nothing to do with that. Well, the first part of that.
So I'm the buzzkill for not wanting there to now be.
I mean, in
Banana stains
fairness for the glow
my
stick
hammock.
He
portion
had
of
to
the
protect
night.
his hammock.
Yes. And it
Well, he
still
did
ended
a
up with banana
piss poor
everywhere.
job at that, didn't he?
Because I hopped out
But
of the hammock
in-
to be like, why are you air frying a banana? Next thing I know, there's now air fried banana all over my hammock.
Anyway, in reference to the glow sticks, silver lining in that, it got Josh out of the apartment for 5 minutes.
So you threw them into the street.
There's still some there.
What? Oh, threw them into the street. Yeah, and then Josh went to collect them.
Welcome to the intricacies of life.
What was the question again? Card games.
We already did
Yeah, so whatever that one
Yeah,
is.
well, you did that because you're like, I can cards.
You answered it.
No,
You
I
said
didn't.
that I played these.
Fish,
What?
I didn't answer it at all.
Then what do you play, Jake?
Hold'em.
Yuka.
Ah. Who's
Yeah.
older, the person who invented Euchre or Jake?
The person who invented Yuka.
Oh, I don't know.
Or Mika. Yuka or Mika? Who's old? Yuka.
Yes.
Next question.
Very funny joke that landed really well.
Wait,
It landed well for me.
yeah.
New question asker, I guess. New person to the channel. Beasley J.
Hi, Beasley J.
Welcome.
What are your feelings on cards and their values? He started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again after 3 months. After 3 months ago, after about 15 years out since he left school, he bought his Rescue Ace deck for about £250 and is now going
Pounds?
to cash out and buy 3 Wanteds and 3 Diablo Star due to the posters on eBay selling for £125.
I see that it's that bad in Europe too.
Wow.
They even have a card market.
I didn't buy a set
What, you say
to
a
turn
wanted is
profit.
£125?
Yeah.
No way. Maybe.
Remember,
Really?
you have access to card market. I don't want to be the person that informed you of that if you already knew that. Just be safe there.
Yeah, I guess it would be that much on eBay.
Use card market. eBay here is fucked.
Yeah, those
Probably the
rewards.
same over there too.
Yeah. I feel like eBay is just like you pay the premium for not doing any research outside of eBay.
So, reverting back to actually answering the question. Card prices this year I've found are the most unreasonable.
Yep.
Cards are being expensive because we want to play them and they're somewhat hard to get. Whereas like in the past, cards were expensive because they were genuinely really good cards that like we need to play 3 of. Like Ash Blossom is expensive because everyone wants to play 3 Ash Blossom. Wanted is expensive because like 60% of the competitive player base plays it. It's like that number's not 100%.
No.
Like IP is expensive, but it's a one-off. This card shouldn't be expensive. So SP. Yeah, this year there's been a lot of cards that are expensive that probably in years gone past wouldn't have been super bad.
It feels like the COVID mindset stayed, like where the Golden Lord, like Prosps, all those cards released in that era.
Yeah.
It's just that mindset stayed. But it's like, no, we're very much back on track. We shouldn't be dealing with this. But I guess we are.
I guess we're also now in the market where we're in the new world where it's 10 secrets per box and per
Yeah.
set instead of 8.
Yeah.
So you don't get your play sets and that drives up prices, but Yeah, there's been a lot of cards that are expensive this year that in years gone past would have been expensive. Like, don't get me wrong, but these cards would have been like £60 instead of being 120.
Yeah.
It is a bit absurd.
Like Zodiac Barrage was that card was in 80% of card player base. The card players.
They never
decks.
went above 120, did it?
Not for us, no.
No.
There at the time though was a cap on how much you could charge for an individual card at an event, which put like a kind of fake ceiling on a card.
Yeah.
So it was like 100 USD was the most you could charge for a card in the room of a YCS. Vendors weren't allowed to charge over that for a single card.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
That's no longer a rule.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I sell my play set of wanteds.
Yes. And that's my rant.
It was good.
I'm fairly sure everyone agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that needs to be gone into too much more. Another new person to the channel, Lost Contact.
I lost contact.
He asks, how do you feel about cards in different languages? He's in Peru on holiday in the last few weeks, picked up a Spanish Rarity Collection box. He wanted a playset of Spanish Ash Blossoms.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
There's times where I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, and then times when I instantly regret it. That's 95% of the time.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of the hassle. Like, it's probably a little bit easier now that Neuron's a thing, but like, still the mindset's there of like, oh, if I play this card in this language, I have to then bring a card to translate that card.
Yeah,
so
Neuron.
it's like, yeah, I know, but like the mindset's there of the old days where
Yeah.
you still have to bring a translation.
If it's a staple that everyone knows, and also the name is somewhat humorous to me, or I like it, yeah, I'll give it a go.
One of the biggest regrets from my past is that like there's been times where I've just randomly bought a pack or 5 of a foreign language set instead of being like, oh, I wouldn't mind getting like this language version of this card. I've just been like, I'll buy a couple packs. Every time I open them, go, the novelty's over now. I'm not going to use any of these because I don't have a playset of them.
Yeah.
Away they go.
Yeah. Never been a super appealing thing to me, but yeah.
Like for remote dual YCSs, I got all my packs sent in French. Don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Next question comes to us from Jesse. What are our 2024 goals for the game and life in general? And what is one thing about the game you would change that would improve your enjoyment, aside from time rules?
I'm telling you, that button.
The button. If I can not do completely shit house at YCS,
Yeah.
not do completely shit house at WCQ. Like, I don't need to top these events, but like, I just feel like I had a good time. Realistically, I think this year is going to be a year of me just trying to enjoy the game and enjoy the people that I'm playing the game with, as opposed to me being like, yeah, let's go super hard. Yeah. Ideally, I just get my invite and can relax and enjoy my time. Because I still haven't got my invite.
Yeah, I haven't got mine either.
Yeah.
No pass downs from YCS, right? No pass down. Yeah.
No
Just have
pass
to top
downs in
YCS.
general.
It's fine.
Yeah. Went from saying, oh, I don't want to top YCS, and now you're like, yeah, let's top YCS.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, JT or YCS is probably the same goal as usual. I'd like to top eventually, but I don't think I have the brain power and or commitment for this year. I understand. I was like, oh yeah, it's a write-off. So, day 2, woohoo. And then to enjoy the game more, I don't know. Get better at my social interactions, I guess. I'll just, like, there's just sometimes where I'm like, I sit down, I'm starting to play the game, I'm like, oh yeah, the cards I've got, but just figuring out how to interact with certain opponents just will drive me up the wall. And it's just like, and this includes strangers to YCS as well, where you'll just have a bad person and just right away I'm like, I don't want to be in this situation.
Yeah.
It's like, this game is not fun enough for me to deal with people who are idiots.
Yes.
It's not fun.
So, improving that, but I mean, if we could improve that, I'm sure we all would. So, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I can make day 2 dealing with that, I reckon. I have before.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I'd like to top an event of some sort, whether it be regionals, whether it be WCQ, even though that's unlikely. YCS would be really cool. I still have no idea what I'd be actually playing for YCS either, which is probably an issue.
I will decide in a month.
You have to work that out.
This is so like this weekend that we're doing this is like either the week before YCS or the week of YCS, and it's just so weird to not be doing that. I've also looked at my bank account going, I don't think I've ever started the year with this much money.
Yeah.
And then life in general, I don't know.
You just lost. Well, it is that type of year, I reckon. It is a year of just like, let's just keep waiting. 2025 will be here in a second.
I think that concludes.
What if
us.
YCS is in January next year?
Oh, probably.
We're going to Japan.
Oh,
I know, we have one more.
no, we'll be back by then. Because I'm loading up more towards Christmas break, so I'll probably come back around the 5th or 6th.
Okay.
Maybe 7th.
See how we go.
Ugh.
And then last question is from Tuesday's
Booking another
Noob.
Juicy Fest. Sorry.
Last question from Tuesday's Noob. Should the winner of the dice roll be auto-generated as pairings are made so people can just get on with playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
No. If Master Duel's taught me anything, is that their dice roll computer thing is rigged.
You know a coin toss lands on heads 50.4% of the time? The tail side of the coin is heavier.
But if it's a non-physical coin, then it should be 50-50. But it's not.
What does a Bitcoin land on?
What does a Bitcoin land on?
Tell me, Jerome. Where's the scissors, paper, rock? Scissors, paper, rock.
Always throw a paper.
You don't do that.
Not smart people throw a rock. People that operate a monkey brain always will throw a rock. That's why Logan always throws a rock. If you noticed the other night when we were playing our board games, Seb had started drinking, so I started throwing paper. And he was throwing rock like a mob. Every chance he got, he was like, rock. I was like, I know.
I mean, you lost the
I know
first
the rock's
one.
there. Yeah, and he threw rock. And then every point after that, I was like, he's just going to throw rock.
Pretty sure every time we've done the left-handed rock paper scissors there, I have won. I'm yet to lose
Yes.
Undefeated rock, paper, scissors champion.
because Ben never plays and everyone else does not throw paper.
Or someone else throws scissors and then you get the...
Yeah, I
When it's 5-man rock, paper, scissors and you get the majority rule.
Oh, good. I hope the mic picked that up. That concludes us
No,
all.
it doesn't. We've got one more YouTube comment.
Oh, the YouTube comment. That's right. Ben got called out.
I did
No,
get
not
called
really.
out.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a call out, but also not really. Do you want me to do it? You?
No, you got it. You got
Gunnar
it.
Jules on YouTube. You can't really make an argument. This is in relation to the best of 2023 video. Go and check it, please. Can't make an argument for Amazing Defenders to be the best product of the year. First off, it was considered to be trash upon release.
Great set. Upon release, it was fantastic.
And only got better with the other sets released. Look, I get where you're coming from, and everyone was saying at the time, but it was at Orange Regionals where I got the packs and went, no, this is good. There's a whole bunch of random staples that were missing. The Cerebus is going to come in handy, because my Dual Overload ones are gone, and the secret one I've only got one of. I'm like, well, no, I'm just going to run the 2 rares.
That's a good point. I need to check how many of the secrets I've got.
There's a few in the Syndicate.
Brax already scoped out our collection.
Also, Age of Overlord, so arguing for Age of Overlord over it, introduced meta warping cards on release and is extremely valuable. One could argue it was more valuable set years to come versus Amazing Defenders. Also, the Rarity Collection, just by its reprint value, is miles better than Amazing Defenders because it gives budget players access to key staples of the game.
Yeah, Ben doesn't care about the pause.
Also, does a $240 box?
Age of Overlord requires you to mix it with the Amazing Defenders cards.
But Age of Overlord also had... Also, Age of Overlord just supported, either one way or the starter deck.
You put the two together, you top a YCS. You have them apart. What are you going to do with your 5 cards?
And SP's in there too. Look,
SP's... Yeah, play it as a 2-of in Rescue Ace.
I was tossing up. I think I put Amazing Defenders mainly because it's just my bias. Saying Rarity Collection's good for budget players, though, is sure, the secondary market has been very favourable.
In North America, it was a cheaper set.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it was standard box price there.
No. I think you've said that before.
Yep.
But also, there's been too many weeks since then. And by that I mean 2. We didn't... It feels like so long since we did this.
It has been.
But it hasn't been that long.
This podcast's not been as long as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to come in around like the hour and a half mark.
No, it's not quite that long. I
I
cut
mean,
out
he
some
did.
of the crap.
He did cut a whole bunch of cards, including Blue Eye support.
We did a summation on it. It's fine. It's not amazing.
If it is the Tier 1 deck in May,
It won't be, because that'll be Lightsworn.
just saying. Well, we've jumped on archetypes before, and then there's just been some weird pivot, and then we have been wrong.
Remember, alternative dragon exists.
I don't care.
You get to reveal your garnet.
Yeah, in Lightsworn you get to put it back at the top of the deck and then mill it.
Yeah.
So good. Just whoever designed it, props to you. You are no Jerome.
You know what? That fiend that did that that was the last bit of support that they designed, because they were doing test hands and they kept drawing wolf and they're like, get this fucking thing out of my hand.
It's the same thing that Destiny Hero Denial, where it's just like it just
back?
makes
We don't need malicious back at 3. Just put the first one back.
it's just whoever started doing those effects, thank you. Like you seemingly play the game, which looks a whole lot better than whoever designed the ancient gear cards.
And that wraps up the podcast.
That
for
does
this week.
wrap us up. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening along, feel free to favourite. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all again next week. Peace.